Hey everyone, today we're going to do this pretty theme park inspired princess crown. To start out this look, I'm going to be using MikimFX F7 Dark Pink on a damp Kabuki brush. I'm just going to swirl my Kabuki brush in, and then I'm going to make a little circle right at the center of the forehead, and then also give some pink to the cheeks. Next, I'll be using a custom pastel rainbow cake. I'm just picking up some of the blues and some of the teals on my sponge. And I'm just going to make a little semicircle above that pink area, and then I'll also pat it above each eye. To make the outline of the top of the crown, I'm going to be using the Tag 1 stroke in the color Sofia's Crown. Using my 3/4 inch angle brush, I'm just going to load it up with the darker purple on the tip and pointy edge of my brush. And starting at the center of my forehead, I'm going to swoop down 2 curved shapes. And then I'll come back up and swoop down 2 a little bit lower than the first 2. And then I'll just swing it on down to the outer edge of the eyebrow on each side. So swing it on down and curve. Next, I'm going to be using a custom gem cluster in this design, so I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to that and let it be getting tacky. And I'll take my Boost Mandala stencil and again that pastel rainbow cake, and I'm just going to pat it on top just to give this center area a little bit more texture to make it look a little fancier. And I lost a little bit of my pink in there, so I'm just going to add it back in. It's no problem. And this design consists of a lot of white line work and teardrops, so just starting at the very top of the crown, I'm going to be using a number 1 liner brush, and I'm just swooping down and basically outlining the edges of the crown shape. And I'll try to keep it symmetrical and do the same exact thing on both sides of the crown. Using that same liner brush and again the Wolfe White, I'm going to start at the inner corner of my eye and swoop an oval shape out and around to the outer corner of my eye, just underneath the eyebrows on each side. And then I'll swirl in 2 shapes that will come together to make a heart shape in the center of this design. And then I'm basically just going to build off of this shape. I'm going to swoop out 2 more curved lines just to kind of echo the lines above the eyes. And then I'll do a series of 3 teardrops heading into that top swirly heart design. And then 3 more teardrops heading in on each side there where I had the little blank area. Coming down from the bottom of the heart shape, I'm just going to do 3 little drag and drop teardrops. And then on the sides of each eye, 3 little teardrops heading in toward the outer corner of the eye as well. Now to carry this crown down to the top of the cheeks, I'm just going to swirl around a little loop, coming inward toward the center of the eye and then back around. And then I'll just come into the tip and make another swirl. And then I didn't press record on the first part of this, but I'm basically just going in with the number 1 liner brush and I'm outlining the entire design with some Kryvaline dark blue. You can use whatever color you want to outline your crown. Dark purple would look great, dark pink or black, or you can just leave it as is if you don't have the extra time to come in and outline. It looks great even without the outline as well. Next on the cheek, I'll come in and flick out 2 little starburst shapes, and then I'll come in and add a dot to the center of the starburst. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other cheek. I'm just placing them a little bit higher. And then for the lips on this design, I'm using a Q-tip swirled in some more of that MikimFX F7 Dark Pink. I'm just going to add that to the lips. And then I'm going to add some iridescent purple cosmetic glitter. And that's basically it. That's the finished look for this theme park inspired princess. I hope you guys like this one and you can use this sometime at one of your events. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Be sure to click like and subscribe.